Good morning, tribe. Sally here. Hope you're having an amazing and fascinating day. I know I am. So, where are we? Isn't this gorgeous? Let's just pan around a little bit. We are at Hickison Petroglyphs. This is a BLM campground. I'm going to flip you around again, and we're going to start walking. Well, of course, I have to turn around again because Kit, of course, managed to wind me up, as Kit does. And yeah, still in the boot. I'm finding it's a lot easier to try and do any kind of uneven surface walking with the boot on than it is with the foot and ankle brace. So, it's okay. I get another x-ray in about a week and a half. And if I still have not started, if the bone still is not fused, then I'll be eligible to get a bone stimulator at that point and hopefully get this, to heal up completely. So I don't think it rained overnight, but it sure does seem a little damp on the ground here today as compared to when we got here yesterday afternoon. This is a BLM campground. It is my favorite price, free $99, and it's supposed to be a fairly short walk to get up to the petroglyphs. And already you see the rock formations in between the trees up ahead. And yeah, I'm huffing and puffing. It doesn't take much. I'm walking uphill, and we're, I think, at like 7,400 feet in elevation. So, Kit. What you sniffing, sniffer? There's lots more to sniff. Let's go this way. I do try and let him do a fair amount of sniffing when we're out for his first walk in the morning, because apparently sniffing is a comfort thing for dogs. Makes them feel more comfortable and in tune with their surroundings. And since his surroundings change so often, why not have him be comfortable as possible? Relatively small campground. Not quite sure how many sites there are. They're not numbered. I'm going to guess 8 to 10, I think. Something like that. And now Kit's going around behind me to the other side. But it's got trash cans and vault toilets. Oh, and I saw this guy in the truck drive through the campground this morning. I don't think he was camped here, though. Although I didn't notice him coming in on the main road. Please don't erase the traces of America's past. Okay. Now, we want to go see. Come on, Kit. Let's go see. It's a pretty narrow looking vault toilet. I'm guessing it's not handicap accessible. Really? What are you sniffing, sniffer? All right, I guess we're gonna take a pause and let him do his sniffing, and then we'll get back with you guys.
Wake up with the sun in our eyes. Sally forth, no need for goodbyes. Journey calls, let's roll the dice. Every mile a new surprise.
Who's the handsome puppy? Who's still sniffing the same bush? And since he's stopped to sniff this tree too, look at this tree. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the bark. Is this juniper of some sort, maybe? I think. It's pretty. I really want to get into the sun because it's 49 degrees out and I'm wearing shorts. I do have a long sleeve shirt on, but a little chilly. Okay. This is a self-guided walking tour. Please take a trail brochure from the box. Take only photographs, leave only footprints, and enjoy the cultural and natural history of this area. Total trail length, 0.6 miles. Inner loop, 0.3 miles. All right. Well, here's what it looks like. Is there a trail map? No, of course not. We have a box here. Is this the register they want you to sign in for? Good morning. Hopefully they've got some interpretive signs. Yeah, it's the register. Come. Come. Good job. Okay. Well, it seems to be very well marked. So how much trouble can we get in? Come on, Kit. Come. You gotta stay on the trail, dude. So one of the issues with, still having a broken foot, as in a foot that the break has not yet healed, is when I'm doing stuff like this, I'm moving pretty slow. And of course, especially at elevation, it sounds like I'm going through a lot of effort. And it is more effort than when I was healthy. But I will admit I also have some concern that as I age, not only does it take longer for things to heal, but I'm afraid if I don't make the effort, I'll lose the ability to be as mobile as I like in terms of hiking and that kind of thing. And so, of course, all this stopping is for Kit, by the way. I'm trying to push myself to do as much as I can without doing too much. And that is a very fine line. And you hear me also talk, especially on driving videos, hear me talk a lot about food. And I do, because food is very important to me. Oh, didn't take long to get here. Let's see what we can see. Well, we've got posts that would tell us something if there were any trail brochures to be had. And for me, these kinds of petroglyph sites, I was talking to a friend of mine the other day and said I was going to be here this week, and she said, I can't imagine it would be anywhere near as good as the ones at China Lake. And that's been my experience in all of the petroglyph sites that I've been to. And in part, because at China Lake you always get a tour guide to point out things that you might otherwise miss. And there's just such a proliferation. And one of the things that I learned at China Lake is what you see and notice, what stands out, really depends on how the light is hitting it. But these are very interesting rock formations. I mean, to me, this right here looks like something somebody did in modern times. Looks like we had a trail camera set up here. I guess that's for people that are going off trail. I mean, that does almost look like a trail, though, going this way. Ah, here we go. Here are some obvious petroglyphs. Nope, we're going this way, Kit. We're going to stay on the trail. We're going to follow the rules and not be a scofflaw. So anyway, yeah, I talk a lot about food because one of the things that Hippocrates said, separate from the Hippocratic oath that doctors take, which starts with first do no harm, but one of the things Hippocrates said is, let food be thy medicine, and let medicine be thy food. And so that is the aspect that I try to adhere to. I do my best to eat as healthy as I can, and for the times when I'm making unhealthy choices, I'm doing it consciously, right? So I was watching a video this morning where somebody is driving through a town and pointing out all the fast food locations and talking about how good they are. And every time, a fast food restaurant was mentioned and a particular food there was mentioned, I'm thinking, that's not good. It's not healthy. It doesn't serve your wellness in any way. And for me, I have not been to conventional fast food restaurants in, 15 years. Because I quit going in 2010 when I quit drinking commercial soda. Used to drink a lot of Diet Coke. A lot of Diet Coke. But I quit. And I quit eating regular fast food. Now I say that, I will on occasion, and when I say occasion, like, I don't know, once every 18 months or so, if I happen to be near one, do an In-N-Out burger. Can you see the snow-capped mountains out there? How beautiful. I'm gonna have to check the elevation and maybe put that on the screen here because, oh, actually, you know what? I can check the elevation. Let's hope I'm not gonna be embarrassed. Because I have that on my phone. Well, not as high as I thought. 6639, 6637. That's still pretty high though. And I am seriously out of shape because essentially I've been laying around on the sofa since February 7th, and this is April 29th. So there's that. And we are going steadily uphill. Kit, do you need to pee on that? Do you need to pee on that post? Yes or no? Has somebody else peed on that post? I bet they have. Are you reading the pee mail? Nothing interesting there? You don't need to leave a message? Good job. We have been going steadily uphill, so that accounts for a little of the huffing and puffing. I think we're heading for some kind of overlook. I guess we'll find out. The trail markings decreased significantly. It was well rock lined and now it's kind of like intermittently rock lined. I was a little bit surprised that there were other people camped here. Because it was, I came in on a Sunday afternoon. Is that right? No, Monday afternoon. Yeah, today's Tuesday, April 29th. So I came in on a Monday afternoon and there was a truck camper here and a car with a tent. And I tried, I think 4 different spaces trying to get level. Finally ended up in the one that I'm in. But it still took me quite a while to get reasonably level. I'm still not level. And I do carry some leveling blocks, but I just really hate dragging them out, especially when I'm only going to be in a place for one night. Just doesn't seem worth the effort to me. So I maneuvered back and forth and got within 1.5 degrees of level front to back, and about 3/4 degree side to side. Decided that was good enough. And that's degrees, not bubbles. See, I'm going super slow here because it's downhill and really sketchy terrain. So like a lot of people use those bubble levels that you permanently mount in your coach, and they say you can be a bubble off. Well, that's a lot more than 1.5 degrees. I don't want to be that far out of level. It's not comfortable, and it's just too far out of level as far as I'm concerned. So I use a digital level that measures in degrees, and generally, if it's one night, I'll accept 2 to 2.25 degrees off, but I try not to be that far off. All right, let's see what we got here. Anything? Kind of hard to tell. Oh, there's something. So I noticed this on the first panels that we were looking at. See if we can get up here a little closer. Sorry, I have to look down and then stop and look at the rock face. So we've got these things that kind of look like upside down, well, right side up horseshoes, I guess, with an exclamation mark in the middle. Saw a bunch of those on the first panel too. Not sure what they mean at all. And perhaps I'll look online and see if I can find some more information. Yeah. Okay, this is a case where bringing a hiking stick would have been a really good idea. And don't yell at me, Lisa. I am being careful. Can't wait to see her comment, because I know she'll want to yell at me for this. I might need to call her and warn her before the video comes out. And even though I'm saying don't yell at me, I'm joking when I say that, because what I really appreciate is how much my friends, especially in the nomad community, are truly looking out for my well-being. Yeah, a lot of this I think is just pockmarks in the rock. I don't think it's actual petroglyphs, but it's really kind of hard to tell. The U-shaped things upside down U's with the exclamation mark, those are definitely petroglyphs. But again, I have no idea what they mean. All right, look, so I've got two choices, both of them kind of bad. Well, Kit, you chose the wrong way, dude. You're going to come this way. Come on. Come on up. See, he went over that way, but I thought this way looked easier. And then the trail goes back up this way, but it also goes this way. There's a picnic table down there. And I have no idea which way the overlook is. Wonder if we've missed it. Let's just walk up here a minute, because it's nice and smooth and well marked, and see where this goes. Probably should have looked at the map a little more closely before we started off. Oh, does this just join up here with where I came from? Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Because that's where we just were. But we came from up there. All right. These trails are not well marked. So we're going to continue down this way. And we may or may not actually get to see the overlook. We might just be on the inner loop. I have no idea. So back to the food thing for a moment. Don't you love the way I just jump around from topic to topic? Well, it's not really jumping around. I come back to the same thing. In my effort to do better, I'm trying to get a lot more fiber in my diet and keep my protein intake up without having to eat as many animals. So I'm eating a lot more legumes, beans, lentils, that kind of thing, and enjoying it. It's beautiful here. I finished off my pinto bean cake last night, and I think I'll make another one for sure, because that was really delicious. All right. Must be something to see here since they put a railing around it. Well, not too much that I can tell. Of course, I'm looking into the sun, so that's probably not helping. Let's go back this way, Kit, and go around the other side. See if having the sun illuminate it helps some. And of course, I'm also trying to get as many vegetables into my life as I can in as many different colors as possible. "24-hour videos for surveillance." Yeah, there's stuff here. But I have to say, it does not compare to China Lake. All right, here's a better panel. See, look at this one. Still can't understand what any of it means. And I'd say that's what, about 10 or 11 feet high, probably. All right. Well, we got more trail going this way. Guess we'll go up here and see what happens. And I think we're going to just walk for a little bit. And if we get to the overlook, I'll show you that. And if we don't, then I'm probably going to end this video right here and say thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you taking your time to watch my videos. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.